Yeah. No, I think we should move on to the next topic that we have. And this was a very joyous moment that we had when this occurred. This was Matt Patricia finally being let go from the Lions. And I'm sure Andres feels very relieved that his team is back on track. You know, we all love to poke fun, especially Riley, you know, coming from the Bill Belichick tree, how terrible he was, but finally he's gone. But now we're going to talk about who could possibly fill that vacancy. And because I don't think the Lions are really a terrible football team, I think that they have some good playmakers. But, you know, you probably need a coach that's going to set you on the right track. And I think some of us have some ideas. And I think Andres has one that he wants to talk about. So let him do that.
First of all, I just want to start off by talking about how big a day this is for the city of Detroit. I'd say arguably this goes top 3 with the day Henry Ford was born and the day Big Sean dropped his first album. I say that's top 3 up there, the day that Matt Patricia was fired. Okay. It's Eric Bieniemy. I'm sorry. Like, I don't see any reason why it's not. Like, I know you have some big counter argument, Benji. That's fine. Offensive coordinator for the Chiefs. Like, I like that's all he needs to write on his resume. Like, I feel like the Lions have hired people for way less, you know? Like, just because you knew Bill Belichick. Which, by the way, we have to get over this, like, Bill Belichick coaching tree. Because, like, they're all terrible except for Nick Saban. Like, the rest of them are terrible.
Yeah,
okay, sure. That's fine. That's a good point. But, no, that's the last good point you'll make on this. It's Eric Bieniemy. It's Eric Bieniemy. I'm sorry. Like, do I even have to argue anymore? Like, he's the Chiefs' offensive coordinator.
Well,
I think the Chiefs get 2 second-round picks if someone hires him. Is that correct? Because of, like, the new rule.
Oh, that's true.
That's the only reason I can think why the Lions shouldn't hire him, because the rich shouldn't get richer, you know? The Chiefs shouldn't get more picks. But it's Eric Bieniemy. I'm sorry.
Well, the reason why I think that that's wrong is that I think it's very bold of you to assume that Eric Bieniemy wants to leave the Chiefs and go coach the Lions.
It's a step up from OC to head coach.
Yeah, but you're going to an organization that's one of the 2 organizations all time to go 0-16.
Well, Brian Flores went from the Pats to the Dolphins, so like.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't even the defensive coordinator at that time. I mean, that was like a really big step up. BMB, he's already a focal point of that team. I mean, him and Andy Reid both probably call plays, but he's a really important factor. And I don't know if the Chiefs would want to let him go, if I'm being honest. But hear me out with this take, all right? There's a guy in the state of Michigan, you know, right down the street. You know, he's coaching college football, but, you know, the rumor mill says that he may or may not want to
Where are you getting these rumors?
Instagram.
Same place Riley gets his rumors that Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, exactly. We all have our own statistics that we like to use.
Okay.
But, you know, I think the main thing that was wrong with Matt Patricia is his leadership. You know, I don't think he really got a good hold of that locker room ever. I mean, I remember
and play calling
years ago.
and clock management.
Oh, you know, everything else is bad.
Overall football knowledge. But yeah, okay.
But I think
leadership
you need a
is up
guy
there.
who has authority. He's made it to a Super Bowl before. And this guy is Jim
like
Harbaugh.
Eric Bieniemy?
No, it's Jim Harbaugh.
Different
I think
Super
it makes
Bowl. Okay.
so much sense. I mean, he's near the end of his career. I think he'll probably retire by the end of the decade, maybe in like 5 years.
If he doesn't, the Lions will make him.
Yeah, exactly. But I think this would be like a nice like way to end it, you know, in the same state that he started with everything in college, going through his whole career, ending in Detroit. I don't know. I just think like it's a perfect fit, and you get a guy who knows what he's doing, unlike Matt Patricia, and a guy who can handle a locker room, and he's an older guy with experience. And I think that's what you need with this Lions team, because they're a young football team. I mean, obviously they're led with Matthew Stafford, but still, this is a really young team. So I think that this would probably be the best fit. I don't know. I was thinking about it last night, and I was like, wow, this might be like a match made in heaven. Like, no Super Bowl or anything, but he could set him on the right track. But those are our thoughts on that. Anyway, I think we should move on to our next.
It's a good pick. He's a good
Yeah,
coach.
and BMB's obviously, I would rather have BMB, but I just don't see him leaving. I mean, I think it's kind of like Josh McDaniels, you know? Like, they're
Right.
just waiting it out because there's no reason for them to really leave. I mean, McDaniels is going to get the head coaching job after Bill leaves. It's only a matter of time.
I will say coaches transitioning from college to NFL have been pretty successful lately. You know,
Yeah.
Matt Rule, I mean, like the
Cliff.
record doesn't show it, but Cliff, absolutely. I mean, so yeah, I will say I think those are the top two prospects. I think more realistically it'll probably be Harbaugh, just because of what you said. Like, why would you leave the Chiefs right now? And if you're leaving the Chiefs, why would you go to Detroit?
Yeah.
But I love the city of Detroit. Never been there, but I hear it's really nice. So, I mean, hey, you could give me a head coaching nod. I mean, I'll call him straight out of Madden. But yeah.
Yeah,
Next
if you want to
topic.
go down there, you know?
No, I don't.